Well, tonight I'm at the Dreadnought in Bathgate, seeing the excellent Humanity Deluxe, a band I seen a couple of months ago playing in Kirkcaldy. That's that right, guys? Kirkcaldy, it was the Kirkcaldy Theatre.
Yeah.
Kirkcaldy Theatre. Can you tell me a little bit about the band and how the band formed?
The band formed, it was me and Carlos that got together with the band. I don't know, it must have been originally 2018 or something. Yeah.
17, yeah.
It was initially a three-piece band, but it didn't work out the first time. And over lockdown, we got together again and decided to do kind of more a project of the music that we were wanting to do together. So we did that, and then we decided that it'd be good to make a band around this whole thing. So that's when these guys kind of came into the scene, and we became a band, you can see.
So, Gavin, you're the lead singer of the band, and Carlos is the producer of the band. How did that come about?
Well, I really co-produced the album. He basically he write all the songs and produce the songs, but I mix and master the album. Let's say co-produce some ideas, more in the audio production, more than composition. Composition fundamentally is Gavin. And yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Excellent. So you've got a keyboard player in the band as well, and
Yeah.
bass player and guitars. Can you tell me a little bit about yourselves as well? Who plays what instruments?
Yeah.
Sort of me. I play bass. Del play bass. I played briefly for a while back.
Yeah.
When would that have been, Carlos? Played with Carlos.
We played together
Played
with the other band before previously, and the foundation was really solid
Yeah.
between him and I.
Sometimes you just have that kind of, you just spark off each other and think,
Yeah.
this sounds really brilliant. So
Yeah.
when we, due to other commitments, when Carlos joined Sin Dogs, and he basically had to leave that other band, and I continued on, probably too long with the other band, but eventually Carlos gave me a phone, said, would you like to get involved in this, and I was up there like a rat up a just the opportunity to play with him again was
Brilliant.
It's perfect because it's this kind of Rickenbacker sound,
Yeah.
background vocal, excellent. But we was try to blend in this sound kind Genesis,
Yeah.
yes, this Chris Squire or Geddy Lee sound, you know.
Yeah.
This, George
Hi.
is the
Blue.
I play the other guitar. Yeah, I didn't know any of these guys before I joined. Gavin answered an ad that I put on Facebook, and well, half a year later I got back to him.
Half a year.
Yeah,
Two COVID times.
He was the correct guy to answer the ad because everybody else that did clearly didn't read the ad that I put in, so I was feeling a bit dejected. And I was having a drink with my girlfriend one evening,
Right.
and in some very sort of Yoda-like fashion was, you don't know what I'm coming into. So I went, yeah, well, oh my God, you're right. So then listened to the album, loved it, so I thought, can I join your band now? And there we go.
yeah, so really versatile guitarist.
Well, he's the stunt guitarist of the band.
Stunt guitarist.
He's all the proper difficult stuff.
not stunned
I'm
because he's
used
quite
to-
tall.
Yeah.
I'm used to much bigger stage money, so I'm jumping off them, you know.
And George on the keyboard.
Keyboards, yeah.
Sean.
Sean! We'll get your name right.
Sean and the keyboards is phenomenal because I was playing before with Sal Clemenson from Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Also he was working previously with Chris Glenn of Sensational Alex Harvey Band. I know he was in the scene and it was in my mind all the time. I want to work with this guy.
Excellent.
He's a phenomenal keyboard player. I don't know. It's the perfect element to make the music. Well, the sound of the album.
Nice plug.
Definitely.
The sound of the album elements, but not only that, he's complete involved in the composition, in the keywords, sound of the new tracks we are making. Our album is
Yeah, but I mean, these guys are really unique in the way that they play, and that, you know, in the previous bands, there's always been someone that you may think is the weak link, and you're like, kind of wince when someone plays something. With these guys, I've never ever had to do that. You know, it's always these guys are playing exactly what I can hear. You know, and they're playing it in their own style, in their own way, and it's great.
It's quite. I think when I joined the band, it was quite refreshing and amazing actually that we booked into the studio, and we had I had obviously listened to some of the stuff, and we just went in and it just played it. It was kind of bizarre because I expected it to be, because of the complexity of some of the music, I thought it would be a bit ropey, but it instantly just clicked, and I think that's testament to the people that are in the band, when you just can go in and play that stuff, and it sounds as good as it did.
How would you describe your music and your sound that you have then?
I don't know, I think it's probably an amalgamation of everybody's influences, you know, the way it sounds now and the way it sounds live. You know, we do have lots of influences, you know, we've got influences from like every genre, and it's not guilty pleasures. I don't think it's guilty pleasures, you know, it's just good music, and I think it's about producing good music rather than a specific type of music, you know, and because we're all rock influenced, basically, you know, it comes out as rock music, you know, and yeah, I guess that's...
Yeah.
So I came across a couple of years ago, now, I mean, COVID time, and I was like, is this band still going now? I mean, coming into 2023, and I heard the track Elements. Can you tell me how you got into the songwriting?
Songwriting, I've always kind of, from a very small age, been into songwriting, you know, and just being creative in that way. I remember, like, I had a tape recorder, so I used to, like, when I was a little kid, that was the good fun. It wasn't like playing with just regular toys. I'd have like a really old tape recorder and just kind of sing songs, or kind of, it was just always a creative process for me, you know, and I was coming up with different things.
Do you all collaborate together in the songwriting, or is it just specifically yourself, or do you all kind of put your own stamp on what you want to create in a song?
I think musically, you do. You know, everyone has their own creative stamp. I mean, I would come up with the songs initially and give people the kind of idea of what I want the song to sound like. But I mean, it's entirely up to these guys and to what they really want to play over the top.
I think you know, there's a very kind of strong scaffolding that you put up, but how it sounds is very much how the individual musicians.
Yeah, if you swap out a musician, it'll certainly sound very different.
Yeah.
Any of us really.
It's a pretty much collective effort, but the ingredients and the recipe are brought to the table by Gavin. So it seems to work.
So you have released a couple of singles already in 2023, the excellent Get Up, Get Loud, and new single Off the Radar. What's the latest song about, Off the Radar?
Off the Radar is about that kind of, maybe when life's getting a bit kind of too much for you or a bit tough, you want to get to this space where you're kind of, I guess, off the radar, where you can be by yourself in your own space and can feel that you can be calm. And although it's not much of a calm song, it's no. But that's what it's about. It's about kind of that space of being by yourself and kind of not worried about the general kind of stuff that goes through your head on a daily basis, you know.
So what kind of singer would you classify yourself as, Gavin?
Singer? I'm kind of hoping to sound like my idols, but not quite getting there, but doing my best. You know,
anybody in particular?
Silhouette.
Right, I think I better
go. Paul Stanley is a really, I guess, a big influence in me singing wise. I maybe don't sound like him, but certainly he was the person I listened to as a kid an awful lot. And I don't sound like Elvis Presley, but I was a massive Elvis Presley fan, so I guess I want to emulate the people I like, and I've just got my own throat, so I can only sing I can sound, you know.
Can you describe what the process is? Do you collab? Sorry, I've covered this one already. Collaborate as a band. Sorry. Which famous musician do you admire the most, and why?
Oh, is this for all of us, one person? Or? Go on, Derek, you start us off.
For me, if you're talking about bass players, it's probably Geddy Lee, Lemmy, Doug Pinnick from King's X.
All right. Okay.
They're kind of my favourites, and also James Johnston from Biffy Clyro.
Right. Okay.
Right,
Yeah, that's about it.
right. It is most inspiring musicians, isn't it? Yeah, I was racking my brain so much I forgot. What was it, like Steve Rothery from Marillion? Big.
Oh, yeah,
big,
okay.
Big influence, yeah, really
Right.
big influence. Adrian Smith and Dave Murray from Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden. Yeah.
And Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains. Great
Wow,
riff writer,
amazing.
great songwriter. There is a list. I'll leave it to that because I will cheat you. There's a lot of them. And Cilla Black.
Cilla
Black.
Cilla Black.
Oh, she was great, mate.
Sean.
Interesting mention Berlin because I do love Mark Kelly as a keyboard player. He's definitely one of my idols, I would say.
All right. Excellent.
We've clicked.
But the main one I would say is definitely Jordan Rudess. I saw a video of Dream Theater playing live at Budokan 2004, I think it was, the DVD, and I saw Jordan Rudess with this spinning keyboard, and I just thought, my aim in life basically is to be that man. And in a sense, I kind of have. I've got the spinning keyboard for 2 years.
Oh yeah.
He's got a hole in the wall.
What about yourself, Carlos?
Drummers, wow, have a massive list. To mention someone quickly, maybe Carmine Appice, Dennis Carmacy of Montreux.
All right.
This kind of foundation drummers, more than virtuous drummer. Yeah, and bands, I like a lot of kind of music, but UFO was a rock band for me,
Alright.
really touched me. Kiss, but I'm very into the pop and progressive rock too. Yeah.
So, if people want to get in touch with you about your music, are you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Yes.
what all the networks that you're on?
Yes, you write Humanity Deluxe and you will find us in all the different platforms. Yeah.
Have you got any other gigs planned for the rest of the year, going into 2013?
Yeah.
Got the Hard Rock and then Sad Rock,
Hard Rock's September, isn't it?
Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe in Glasgow. We're playing in September.
Yeah,
And,
October in Ivory Black, Glasgow too. It's a charity event for
Alright.
the Child Hospital. Sad Rock Fest will be played.
Yeah. So it's all based in like the sensational Alex Harvey band. They've got like a tribute band that will be playing. They'll be headlining it, and we are supporting, which will be a good gig. It's a pretty well attended gig, and it's ideal demographic for us to play in front of these people. You know,
Yeah.
so
A good
looking
opportunity.
forward to that one, and it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Yes, sure it is.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for your time, guys. I'm looking forward to your set when you come on later on tonight.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the very best for the rest of the year going out, and hopefully I'll catch you again later on in the year.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All the very best, and thanks very much for this interview.
Thanks
Much
a lot.
appreciated. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.